Hello, everyone, and welcome to Navigate, Optimize, and Succeed, Mastering the Bluebeam Portal. My name is Juliana, and I work in marketing here at MicroCAD. And today's presenter is Julian, our applications specialist. In today's session, you will gain hopefully an in-depth understanding of the features and functionalities of the portal and learn how to access and manage your licenses seamlessly. As usual, you can ask a question on the left-hand corner. You can ask Julian to revisit a step or ask any questions. This is your time, and we want you to make the most of it. And in the upper left hand corner, you will find links to our social media, website, and YouTube channel. We post all of our webinars there at the end so you can share with colleagues or watch it on your own time. And also, we have the registration link for all of our webinars. And even if you cannot make it, you can just register so you can get the on demand recording. And yeah, without further ado, I'll pass it on to Julian. Hi, Juli.
Hi, Juli. Thank you for the introduction. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just give me a second right here. And please let me know once you can see it.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Awesome. So once again, thanks guys for joining us today. And if you have been following this webinar series of Bluebeam, last time we discussed the transition from maintenance to subscription. And once you have done that step, the next thing that is going to follow well is managing and navigating your portal. So the first thing that we wanted to bring up for you today is that using that management portal when it comes to subscription, well, it's quite basic, right? We are going to assign multiple org administrators. We are going to be able to manage users, and the login credentials is going to be similar if you have products without all this, right? We are going to have only one platform where you're going to be able to uh, assign those users, send invites to those members, right? And as well, let's say that you're going in vacation, right? So you need someone to fill that role for you in your team. Well, you can assign another user that is going to be able to assign, remove seats from your team. Now, once you log in, it's going to be quite useful and quite easy to understand and follow. First things first, always double check to select your server location. This one can be a little bit silly, but it's going to be quite important that you select your project location because Bluebeam is going to identify the users and as well some of the features that we are going to discuss in following sessions of our webinar series. You're going to understand why selecting the server is going to make sense. Right now, this is as well pointing the location in which area you purchase your software. So you're going to be able to quickly find your reseller or support staff from those regions by selecting the location. After that, you're going to, well, access with your credentials. At your email, once you purchase, you should receive an option to activate the seats. Now, if you come from review 20 and before, as well, you're going to use the same Bluebeam ID credentials. So don't worry if at first you start trying to log in and you're not able to launch the site. You can always send that option to I forget my password. They are going to reply back at you with your credentials and you're going to be able to log in. The site is quite simple. Right there at the top, I have an example of one of my colleagues, so Maria logs to her account, right? You have quick access right away to get started with your software. So if you need to quickly download or have access to some of the products, you can do it from right here. Quick shortcut to invite team members, to assign team members, right? To download the software as well. Because as you know, we are going to have kind of like the basics, the core and the complete, so you can do it from right here. And something that I like to point out, well, we are here to help you, but as well, maybe you don't have the time to give us a call, or you're kind of like in a rush. Right there, you can click and you're going to be able to find an admin guide giving you the step by steps on how to assign the users. If you get stuck, you can always revisit this. And with your new subscription license, you always have direct contact with Bluebeam as well. You also have contact right here with us at MicroCAD with our support team, but right here as well if you need some extra help. Alrighty. After that, we are going to find a couple of tabs right here that you're going to be able to quickly navigate. When it says all contacts, pretty much is going to give you your information and everyone that is part of your team. And right here, when it says all license and info, it's going to be your company information in addition to the license that you have. After you select kind of like that first option, that is the account, basically it's going to tell your company name, right? And the account name, followed by right here, well, I deleted, but the account location is going to as well point you to your server. The external ID is going to be that data that Bluebeam has assigned to you. And right there at the end, the total number of seats or subscriptions. Following that, you're going to find that a small dashboard that you are going to be able to manage. And right here, I just want you to pay kind of like close attention to the following. Depending on the different types of license that you have, right here at the end, it always should sum the total amount. So if you notice that something is quite not adding to the number of seats and license that you have, you can always get in contact with your reseller. You can get in contact with us or Bluebeam and just double check the amount of license that you have, right? So notice right here, in this case, our account, we only have complete seats for a total of this number of subscriptions and users, right? But if you have some different type of seats, they are going to be reflected as they are right here. At this section at the top, you're going to find some additional information, pretty much basic ID numbers. Those are going to only be reflecting your company information. So if at some point you are having troubles with your account or issues, having this information at hand is going to be really helpful and useful for anyone at the support team that is trying to help you. Let's go to the next one. In accounting information, you're not going to find that much that we already not cover, but the next one is going to be user and current plan. So basically right here at the user level, you're going to be able to start creating new users, adding the data that you need for your users. And if you're the main admin of the account, first things that you're going to notice that when you log in is your information. So you're going to pop up right here at the top. Now the next step will be, okay, let's go ahead and create a new user, right? You're going to get this dialog box popping up on your screen. Couple of things that you're going to start noticing in different type of forms, right? Is always double check for the required fields, right? Right here is going to be important to define first name, last name, email address of your member, right? Followed by the permissions. Now, I can invite a member, right away and give permission as an or admin, give permission as well as an end user. And a lot of people ask us, hey, I'm not going to be using a license, but I would like to retain my organization permissions. That is okay. The thing that you're going to do is make sure that you select this check mark right here and then remove the check mark for end user. So you're going to be able to manage and change the permissions of your users. The next information, you can decide if you want to fill it or not. But all these sections that I'm mentioning that has the asterisk are required, right? Now, it's important for your users to have this check mark enabled, right? Because sometimes maybe you misclick and only select the option org admin, and if it doesn't have the option end user, is not going to be able to use the software. So always remember to check this guy right here. Now you're going to notice this kind of like icon next to these options. It's an eye, and it stands for information. If you hover on top of it, it's going to give you kind of like additional steps and information if you're wondering why you're clicking these selections. After that point, let's say that you also have a pretty big company, right? And doing it one by one is going to take you a lot of time. So you can cycle through the options. So let me go back. Remember right here at the top, the window dialog box is going to allow you to change tab. And as well, you can do a bulk of adding your users. So right here, you're going to find a CSV template that you can download. And on that template, right here, we have the notes on how you're going to fill that information. So basically, each one of the columns is going to tell you, okay, first name, last name, email, right? And notice as well, I'm going to be able to decide, okay, this member is going to be an org admin. So if not, you can always change it to false. If it's going to be, you can keep it on true. At the end, most of the time, we want to make sure that everyone in our company is using a license. So you can change it to true as well right here. There's a couple of fields that are going to have restricted options, such as the country. So you can go ahead and change that value, the language, right? The plan. So if in your company you have multiple type of seats, you are going to go through the list of your users and select the right seat, such as a basics, a complete, or a core. Server region, as always, go ahead and double check that you're in the US. Once you have uploaded the file, you can run the validation. If you have any issue, it's going to give you kind of like that quick pop-up and notification where the issue may be, right? And you need to always fill all the fields when loading this data. Now I have add my user. This is going to be important. And as any other subscription type of software, once you have added that user, is going to send an invite to that member. And at the end of your screen, right here is going to tell you pending. It's important that you let your users know. In some cases, companies and IT teams end up whitelisting certain type of emails. So it's always worth to double check right there in the spam folder, in the junk folder, right? For the invite. Because what is going to happen? If your member let pass that time, the invite is going to be expired. And what you need to do is select the three dots and resend the invite. Once your user has accepted the invite, what is going to show right here is the definitions. Okay, so this member is going to have permissions as an org admin, as an end user. Right here, notice it's going to give you the invitation expiration. So if that user did not accept it, you can always go back and track that information, right? If you go ahead and select the three dots, the information that is going to pop is the following. The option to resend the invitation in case your member forgot to accept it, right? We know we have busy team members, so probably they are going to skip over that email, but they need access to the software. You can always resend the invitation. You can edit the user information, right? So you can go back and edit if it's going to be an admin or an end user. So you can change the permissions. You can modify the subscription access. And basically with the subscription access, you're going to be able to select which type of license are you assigning to your member. And a type of license that is visible right here in your account, but is not visible kind of like when we are doing the purchase or when we are selecting the option, is that you can simply select the unpaid option. So maybe you have a member that it is actually only seeing the PDF as a read-only version. You can as well select that option for those members. But if you're going to have users that on a daily basis are going to be doing markups, measurements, right? They are creating automations and all that nice stuff that Bluebeams allow us to do. You're going to be able to select the right type of license for your members, right? And by that, just selecting right here, you're going to be able to assign the seat to your member. So this is what we wanted to bring you today when it comes to managing your portal. And I know a lot of users come from the transition from maintenance. You probably are accustomed to a different type of portal. You're accustomed to the product keys, the serial numbers. So with this new definition of managing the subscription, everything can be done from this portal, right? I can assign multiple people to do that for me if I'm on vacation, if I do not have access to my computer, laptop, whatever, right? Multiple people are going to be able to assign the seats and the portal, and the integration is going to be seamless. Alrighty, so let me know if you have any question, guys.
Thank you, Juli, for that wonderful presentation. That was a great part two of our series. And with the questions, let me see. Okay, the first question is, I'm an IT and I will be managing more than one company. Can I have all the company's information in one single account, or do I need different account to manage them?
Alrighty, so okay, let me see if I get that. We just double check. Alrighty, so similar to the previous version of the portal. So right here, let me go back to this one right here. What you're going to find on the admin center is if you're part of different companies when it comes to managing them. So at each company, they are going to send you an invite, right? As an admin member of that company. And what you're going to be able to do is just select between the different companies, right? So you're going to see the license from one company, the license from the other company. You do not need a different account to manage them unless you have different emails for different companies. I know at some in some instances, some cases, you might have a different email handle for each different company. But as long as you are invited as an org admin, you can see them in your portal, right? You just need to double check right here when it comes to the accounts, right? That is popping the name of both accounts. So you're going to be able to log into MicroCAD, or you're going to be able to log into Bluebeam account, right? And once you see both accounts, you're going to be able to click, access them, and manage them from your same account. Or from, let me clarify that, from your same user ID. There we go.
Thank you, Juli. And let me check the second question. Okay, the second question says, why can't I access my account if I purchased my seat a few days ago?
Oh, really? Why can I access my account? Oh, it's the same kind of like thing that we were mentioning, kind of like right near to the end. This is something that we have encountered, and the thing is, once you make your purchase, Bluebeam item like immediately is going to send you kind of like that confirmation and invite, right? If you do not go ahead and use the portal to access your seats or to accept the invite, so what is going to happen right there is that it's going to expire, right? In some instances, to just to give you an example, if we are your reseller, you can get in contact with us, and we can ask Bluebeam to do a quick resend of that invite. But as well, you can try to do the same. So you can log into the Bluebeam subscription site, and right there you should be able to find kind of like frequently asked questions. And one of those is, okay, I missed time or I misplaced my invitation, I did not accept it. So you can simply ask them for a new resend. So once they have resend you the invite, you can go ahead and accept all the permissions, all the invites, and right there you should be able to have access to your seat. And this not happen only to the admins that purchase the seats. The users, they forgot to accept the invite. So right there, just remember that one. Look for your spam folder if you cannot find them. Accept your invites.
Thank you. And the other question I see is, how can I find the serial number of my assigned seats in the new portal?
Alrighty, find the serial. Oh, all right. So great question. So right here, the first two tabs. I'm sorry that, well, I I blurred them. I delete them, but you should be able to find them right here in account hierarchy, account information. So you're going to find a couple of ID numbers, and next to your users, each one of your user right here, you're going to find the serial number. Now that serial number can vary. In some occasions, you are going to be able to see that you have different numbers and different serial numbers, right? Or multiple members using the same serial number. The thing that happened right there is that probably you add additional seats to your account, right? Or when you do renewal, you add additional seats. So basically, they are giving you a new serial number, right? So don't worry if you see different serial numbers. Probably what happened right there was that you made the purchase on different occasions, different times, but you should be able to see them right there. Now, sometimes members are going to ask you, hey, where is my serial number? Now, you need to remember now is subscription based. The only thing that you need to access your software is your credentials. So your email address, right? And your password. So that is the only two things that you need to access the software. And as long as your admin has assigned you a seat, you should be able to use the software seamlessly.
Thank you, Holly. And yeah, if you want to learn any of these topics in detail, you can always take a custom training with Julian. And we also offer group classes online. So you have the links of our webinars registration, I think is in the right side. And yeah, we encourage you to be checking the MicroCAD website for future webinars we have coming up next in this series. Set up your software. I believe, is that, am I correct, Julie?
Yes, how to set up your
Okay,
software. So the next
perfect.
one is going to be more hands-on. So if you want to invite your users, right, everyone that is new in the software, so this is going to be really cool. Yeah, a little bit more technical. That these first two parts that were more in the admin side of things, right, in the sales part of things.
That's right. Thank you. So yeah, you will get the on-demand recording. I believe is 24 hours after the webinar, so you will get this one tomorrow. And you can always contact us if you have any questions or would like to request a training quote or anything like that. So yeah, if there's no more questions, I would like to thank everyone and thank you, Huli, for this presentation. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.